For me as a mum, I just needed to know that I'd done everything I could for him. And I was lucky enough to have an hour and 36 minutes with him. I'm Ahearne, I'm from Nantiglow. I'm 30 years old and I work for the NHS myself. The plan was made for me to have Junior early. It was stated that he wasn't going to survive. Obviously, it was a 0% survival rate because of obviously the issues that he'd had. I was under the care of the Grange then because I was from this area. And the consultant stated it was safer for the baby to pass away in me just because a duty of care for myself, obviously for myself. The consultants all heard me out in front of neonatal consultants as well. My mental health, I knew that the chances the baby wouldn't survive. I had already prepared myself for all this. And when I came here, I explained that to them. And obviously they then said that they would operate on me. And fair play to the neonates, they took him from me. They put the cot right by the side of me. They worked on him as best as they could. And that's all I wanted, is for them just to interact. They asked me if I wanted to use this CuddleCot. Obviously I wasn't aware of what one was. I never heard of one. And when they brought it into me then, he was at my bedside in a little Moses basket. And I had 4 precious days with him. So for me to give something back, then obviously I set up a GoFundMe page, and I can't thank everybody enough for all the donations, because I was able then to provide the hospital one just to give a little something back. The staff in theatre were marvellous. The team was second to none, and the student midwife I had, Jazz, she was phenomenal. She really made it bearable. She treated me and Junior with respect and dignity, and that's all I had. They all did, but she really stood out to me. My midwife Sue, she was absolutely phenomenal on the phone, texting me constantly if I needed anything, and Louise as well, my bereaved midwife, she's absolutely brilliant. And there is support out there. At first I didn't want it because I was dealing with a lot going on in my head. It was like everything was numb. And then it kind of hit me, and it was good to know that Louise was on the other end of the phone. I text, so I just pick up the phone and she was there, and I can't thank them enough. And for families that have lost their child, there's nothing worse than thinking that little baby now has gone to the morgue, and that's something I couldn't deal with. So to know that these CuddleCots are available, just to let them have their time with them as well. Families can bond with them. Obviously the choice is theirs when you're able to have one of these. So I'm really grateful for obviously myself being able to use one. This Christmas will be tough this year. I have got a little girl who's 4. She kind of prepared herself that Mummy was going to bring a baby home, and that's not what happened. So that was hard telling her. She needed to know that he's not coming back. It helps me knowing that I've helped other people, and that's what makes me keep going. Your world will never be the same. It really won't. I'm not the person I was back in July, August. It have changed me. I'm still struggling. Every day's a struggle, but I still get on. And I still keep fighting. Some days it is really tough, but there is support out there. Just know that sometimes you feel you can't speak to anybody, but there is people out there that have been through this as well. If I didn't have the support from the girls here and the consultants and all the staff, I don't think I'd be the person I am today. They're worth their weight in gold. I cannot stress enough of how important they are, from everybody, from the cleaners to the healthcare support workers, the nurses, the midwives, consultants, everybody that came and supported me. A thank you will never be enough. These girls and everybody that's working here, they need to know that they're doing a good job. They really do.